Hey everybody, before we get on to today's episode, I have to say something. I was filming out of sequence during the season, and I realized for this episode, I goofed a little bit and forgot to interject that this episode was also requested by Patrick Davis, aka PatmanQC. If you saw the episode for Ghost Ship on day 14, make sure you check out PatmanQC's YouTube page. He's a big video game historian, loves his wrestling, loves a lot of pop culture. That's something that he and I definitely agree on wholeheartedly. Also, make sure that look in the link description below where there is a link for his GoFundMe. He recently was going through some health and financial issues, and every cent counts. Let's get him back onto making those happy little game videos. Until then, let's go on to today's review. See you soon. How's it going, folks? Wild Man Wes here.
I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to day 19 of SHOCKTOBERFEST 2024. We're going to take you back, once again, to the 80s. I'm surprised I haven't reviewed this film yet, but better late than never. Today we're going to be talking about 1988's Child's Play. Hoo-hoo-hoo! This series has been up and down and left and right, but hey, no school like the old school, and we're going to the old school. So, for those of you who have never seen this movie, well, it's an 80s film, go to your local video store, rent yourself a copy, but the movie is about a serial killer named Charles Lee Ray, the Lakeshore Strangler of Chicago. While he is being chased by police, he gets fatally wounded and uses voodoo magic to get into a doll.
Voodoo?
Now go do that voodoo that you do so well!
Fast forward a few days later to a young boy named Andy whose birthday is coming up, and he wants a good guy doll. It's the biggest craze of the time. Very much reminiscent of the 80s where we had so many childhood crazes. Cabbage Patch Kid dolls, My Buddy, Masters of the Universe, Barbie, you name it, it was there. The 80s were about excess. His mother really wants to get him the good guy doll. Unfortunately, they have been hard on their luck with finances. However, her best friend happens to talk to her to get to a peddler outside of the store she works at and finds a good guy doll. Dirt cheap. Well, kind of. I mean, peddlers will overprice things that are broken and unmanufactured, but it is what it is. Anyways, Andy's mom brings the doll back to him. He's excited, and his mother starts noticing that Andy's a little bit too invested in his doll, having a lot of conversations, and eventually things take a turn for the worse. Her best friend gets killed while babysitting Andy, and the cops come by and ask what's going on, and it turns out that, Andy knows that his good guy doll named Chucky did it. Oh, Chucky, Charles Lee Ray. Oh, what a concept. Well, nobody believes Andy while all this is going on. Meanwhile, while Andy has Chucky and going around town, he skips school. Chucky goes and finds the people that were part of his criminal business, kills them off, and Andy ends up being put in a hospital or pretty much a children's facility to check his psychological well-being. In the midst of all that, the head detective is starting to notice things are going on. He starts asking Andy's mom questions. They eventually put two and two together and realize that the doll is real, the doll is alive, and they have to kill him. The only way
He was telling the truth.
Yup. And the only way to kill him is through the heart. Shoot him in the heart. And they do. And Chucky keeps coming back for about another 20 years. So that's Child's Play in a nutshell. I mean, I know I could go on and on about this. I mean, I do love this series. There are some movies in the series where I'm just like, yeah, okay. But the first one is always just phenomenal. So we're going to talk about what we like and we don't like about the film. Becca, I'm going to pass it off to you first on this one.
So, surprisingly, this is one of those movies that I never really wanted to watch. It always seemed, I don't know, overly cheesy and like, I don't know, Chucky just looked like such a kid, and it was not, like, it didn't look creepy or scary. JK, LOL. I actually ended up really liking this movie. Although I still struggle that his mom is Mrs. Camden from Seventh Heaven.
Catherine Hicks.
Still struggle with that. But the movie it's one of those that it keeps you on your toes, and it's, while the good guy doll is this cute little innocent boy, like, Chucky is about as messed up as it can get. Especially for a doll. I'm just saying.
No, that's fair on that one. I mean, what I love about it, as Becca was bringing up, I mean, with the doll, I mean, the special effects. I mean, Kevin Yeager, who is known very much for his involvement in the Nightmare on Elm Street series from Part 2 through Part 4, especially with the makeup effects of Freddy Krueger, as well as just doing a lot of special effects for a lot of other things. He made the Chucky doll, and also it took, I want to say, like 25 different puppeteers to get Chucky to move the way he did, and at one point using like a headgear with a chin strap, so when somebody's talking, that's how they would do a remote control to make the doll actually speak. And not just that, but I mean, she brings up Catherine Hicks. The cast is awesome. Other than Catherine Hicks, you've got Chris Sarandon playing the detective. I mean, he's a horror movie like icon. I mean, Fright Night. I mean, like, he was in Princess Bride, not a horror film, but he was also Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, which love that.
Yeah. I did not know that.
I've brought that up many times.
Yeah, I remembered it.
Yeah, that's fair. But of course, we can't forget the voice of Chucky, Brad Dourif. Man, he's done a lot. I mean, one of the earliest pieces of work that he's done, it was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, is Billy Bibbit. He's also the voice of... I mean, but the cast definitely brings life to this movie, other than the doll. And you know what? I mean, it works. Oh, and I'm drawing a blank on her name, but the babysitter best friend of Catherine Hicks in this movie plays Marty in Grease. So there you go. All right, time to talk about what we don't like about the film.
You go first.
I go first? Oh, shit. Well, okay then. I mean, there is not a lot of bad pacing in this film. I mean, yeah, there are moments where it seems like it does, but the fact of the matter is, it's Andy walking with the doll, and you already know that the doll is killing people. So that stillness, and especially when you're not hearing what they're saying from a distance, where Andy keeps putting Chucky up to his ear, whispering to him, you often wonder, like, what exactly is being said? And that just brings the chill factor up to 11, which I love that.
Fair enough.
I mean, I can't really say there's anything I don't like about this film. I mean, yeah.
I would say I was pleasantly surprised, because I expected it to be super cheesy, and the effects are fantastic. I recognized an actress. Yay me. Like, it was overall a good film, and it's one that I would watch over and over again.
Absolutely, I do all the time. I mean, even when it's not Halloween time or October, I will watch this any day of the week, twice on Sunday, if it's my option between something else, probably. That being said, I'm going to be completely biased. A plus to this movie.
So I'm going to go with an A.
Okay.
Partly because my expectation, based on the trailers and everything, was not what it was. So it took me a very long time to watch it.
No, that's
Aside from that, it's a very good movie. Would recommend.
Right on. Well, we hope you enjoyed this quick review on Child's Play. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, and if you didn't agree with anything we said, you leave a thumbs down. Totally get it. But, you know, Chucky's watching. Just remember that. Other than that, make sure you share on social media, push that little red button, ring that bell for instant notifications, and we will see you tomorrow for day 20 of Shocktoberfest 2024. I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Rebecca.
And we will see you next time. Take care, and as always, stay scared, kitties.